Hi everyone, my name is Will Barlow and welcome to this short video series for UiQ TV. I'm delighted to be joined by Stuart Simms and we're going to talk to you today about an area called Managed Workspace. Now that service has been developed by Ultima primarily because we realised organisations are suffering with three big problems. Their joiners, movers, leavers process, their end user experience and making sure finally that the right device gets with the right people at the right time. So Stuart, welcome. What is Managed Workspace?
Hi Will. So Managed Workspace is a managed service, as you might guess. It's a sort of modular optional fixed price service, and we focus on three key areas. So the first being JML, so joiner mover leaver. In that we look to automate the joiner mover leaver process. And the second is device lifecycle. So in terms of dealing with everything from fulfillment of the device, procurement of the device, through to configuring the devices and delivering them to end users, be that at home or in the office. And lastly and most importantly is the employee experience, so proactively monitoring that end user experience and making sure end users are as productive as they can be.
Brilliant. So for IT teams, I guess the big benefit here is that they don't have to necessarily manage any of that joiners, movers, leavers process anymore, or even kind of the provisioning of the device and then the making sure it's doing a great experience. All that's taken care of in the service, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And like I said, it's modular, so we'll take on as much responsibility as you want us to. And obviously, with all our experience, we're very used to running this service and dealing with these technologies. So we're going to be doing it very well. Put it that way.
That's brilliant. So can you give us a bit more detail on what is automating that joiner mover leaver process? What does that look like?
Yeah, sure. So take the example of a new starter starting the business. In a lot of businesses, a majority of businesses, I'd probably say that's a very manual process and involves lots of different people, lots of different departments, lots of emails going back and forth. So what we aim to do is automate that process through technology, so using a combination of APIs and RPA.
Brilliant, and I guess that must save a huge amount of time for many companies. And what do you do to the end user experience out of all this in terms of when I've got my device, I've got my equipment, how are you making sure that it's delivering a really good experience for me as an end user?
In a world where hybrid working is even more important, so facilitating people working anywhere, anytime, from any sort of device or location, employee experience and monitoring that employee experience without interfering with the end user is really important. So, for example, monitoring the health of the device, making sure it's operationally fit for purpose, as in the battery's not failing, the hard disk is not failing, monitoring the application, making sure the applications aren't running slow, and just making sure that they're able to remain productive.
You mentioned earlier on, we were talking about making sure that the right device gets to organisations at the right time. How can companies kind of buy this service and make sure that the device gets into the right hands and they don't have to worry about it from an IT perspective?
Yeah, so we offer a device lifecycle management service, so helping you with procurement of devices, choosing the right device, and facilitating the configuration of those devices through our warehouse services and delivering those devices to home addresses or office locations, wherever that may be.
I take it you must find many organisations won't have that full process kind of automated yet, right?
Yeah, exactly, and that's one of the first things we'll do with you when we engage with you is to look at that process and look at what sort of return on investment our product's going to give you. So measuring what you're forking out for at the moment with your current sort of potentially very manual process with our sort of compared to our automated process.
Brilliant, thanks Stuart. So if you'd like to hear a little bit more about how you can save time and money and ensure a great end user experience, then please talk to Ultima.